Hello! We forgot to do our video last night because we were having so much fun. Before we left, we were starting our run of watching The Good Place, and Susan figured out how to get it up on our screen in our super fancy Casa here, so that's what we were doing.
Yeah.
So, had fun, forgot. But yesterday, pretty easy day, we decided to take a slower pace, closer to 2 miles an hour, and it was only 9 miles, so just take it a little bit easier on the body. And it was very sunny. I'm definitely getting sunburned. The problem is the sun is south, and we're going east to west. So the left side of my body is exposed to the sun. The rest of me is covered by my sun umbrella. So I think I'm just going to need the sunscreen up the left side of my body. And yeah, that's just how it's going to have to be.
Yeah.
Otherwise, pretty easy. A bit of up and down.
Yeah, not too bad. More beautiful Spanish countryside, which is really nice to see. Found a little local pub for a break at a kind of part way yesterday. And yeah, got in nice and early. And like Eric said, we're in a fancier than usual casa today, which has been a little nice to have a little bit of an extra break. A little extra rest.
Yeah. I think my conclusion is that we are staying where all the fancy people stay, basically.
Yeah.
Like every place that we go to, it's pretty much older people who have decent means. And I think that probably that's the people who want private accommodations the whole way.
Right.
And we're also staying off the main town. So we're staying in little towns that are just a little bit off the beaten path.
Yeah, which has been nice because then the places we stay have very nice private accommodations for a little bit less than we would expect to pay in the U.S.
Yeah.
So that's been nice too, and we get to see get to meet a few more locals that way. The people who are running the little casas.
And speaking of yesterday morning and this morning, we had breakfast, and a couple of the other Peregrinos said that the descent into Zubiri that we were worried about, they were like, oh yeah, that was a nonsense.
Yeah.
And one woman who had done it 6 years ago was like, it wasn't like that back then. So it must have been the weather washed it out or something. So it sounds like everyone's complaining about that.
Yeah. So we are not the only ones who found that alarming.
Dangerous.
It's reassuring that, just to have some confirmation of, oh, okay, yes, that wasn't normal. Good.
Exactly. Yeah. So today we've got a relatively short day, a little less than 7 miles. We're going to go by the Arashi wine fountain, where there's a fountain. There's one pole for water and one pole for wine. So that's all kinds of fun. And then staying at a tiny little town just south of there again. Yeah, that's it. Bye.